Hey, what's up? It's everybody. What's up, everybody? It's Jonathan from LoneWolfDayTrading, and I can't believe it. 315 for our channel. That's just wild to me. Now, I'm not here, soliciting for subscribers. That's not why I have Mr. Kitty on the screen. We're just both shocked that 315 people want to be a part of the Wolfpack. I just can't believe it. I mean, we didn't start this channel until, kind of in the middle of October. So it just amazes me how quick we've grown, and I truly do appreciate the support. I really do, and I just want to make sure everyone knows that it's not for granted. I don't take any of you for granted. It truly means the world to me, and I'm really here just to help you guys however I can. Please feel free to email me or message me or however, just get in contact with me. If you have any questions or you want me to look over your trades or you just need someone to help you through however, I'm always here for you guys. Again, I truly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and check out my live trading video. Alright, so we have about 5 minutes till market open. I'm really not seeing a lot within the stockmarketwatch.com. I look at what's actually gaining, what's losing right now. And I see RCII, Rent-A-Center. Rent-A-Center is down right now because it declined a merger / buyout, basically. As you see at the top, the daily's just been consistent, and now we just have this huge force on the downside. I'm less prone to trade it just because it's been so steady, and now we have this huge down candle. But I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on it. If it does have any type of good momentum, I'm definitely going to jump into it. But just definitely being careful and ensuring that I do get the entry point that I want. All right, we have about 30 seconds till market open. I'm still looking at RCII right now. I'm looking at these top candles, just saying, hey, this is possibly where it could break out. If it breaks above this, it gets like closer to the VWAP, I'm more prone to enter it. But again, just being very careful. I have 250 shares set within my montage. I'll put it to market order. Just with CFDs, I don't really have to worry about too much slippage. I have the 3-cent rule on my side, which TradeNet implemented. Still upset about it, but I'll go off of it. We also have this line of support down here. So if it does break that, then it could be a good sign. So I'm currently looking at it. We just hit the first minute candle, and I'm not really getting too much. Now we see there is a seller wall that's forming, but again, I wanted to break higher, close to the VWAP before I enter. There could possibly be nice downside right now, but again, I still want to break the highs. I want those buyers to get out because I know a lot of people want to take profit from the pre-market. All right, so it looks like we're breaking down. We have a low of 12.25 right now. It's at the low. It could possibly break through right here. Now, our MRIN is one that's just up 80% right now. Could this be a good shorting opportunity? Possibly, but I don't like to short stocks that you're going to get a lot of momentum traders in. The momentum traders feed off of shorters being squeezed. Looking back at RCII, I'm really not getting any type of movement I like. I'll look back at MRIN. Looks like we're breaking up. Let's see what this candle actually does. It could be a nice pullback, or it could push to a new high. Again, I'm not trying to get squeezed out. Okay, so we just broke a new high in MRIN. A huge wicking candle. But again, momentum traders, bulls, they want that pullback. They want to get that dip buy, and I know that. I'm always thinking in the head of a bull trader. Even though I'm very bearish, I want to know what they're thinking. RCII, it's breaking down. It is, but I'm still waiting for some type of pullback. Take a look at MRIN one more time. Looks like we're getting this pullback. It's going down to the EMA, kind of getting stuck, and then the bulls are just pushing it right back. So I'm going to take a look at TVIX right now. Now I'm looking at the SPY. The reason I'm looking at the SPY is because TVIX is just the inverse of the SPY. As you see, I have the SPY in my middle chart, and I also have it at my bottom chart. Now looking at TVIX, it's pushing up to a new high just because we see the SPY at the bottom is pulling back down. It's basically like having a crystal ball. I can see more than likely what TVIX is going to do based off what the SPY is doing. I know the SPY has really been hurting lately, and I'm hoping there's going to be some type of pullback. Now, the SPY has started in green, and I don't think at this point in time it's going to turn itself red, going from a green to a red movement, but again, just being very cautious. Okay, TVIX, we have 57.57 as the high. It could possibly break right here. We do have a bull flag formation. Looking at Amazon, looking at Google, I see these both are up a good amount. And I know the SPY, that's going to assist. Now, the SPY is basically what those stocks are going off of, but it's all meshed together. If those stocks are doing very well, I have a feeling that the SPY isn't crashing right now. It's just having a pullback. TVIX just made a new high. This could continue to go up. Again, the SPY could crash down. It has been hurting lately, but I believe it will be nice for a good amount of time. All right, so we see the SPY is coming down. We have a double bottom right now. TVIX has a huge wicking candle, and I see this. I'm going in 250 shares. Now, could it spike back up and make a new high? Of course it could. But I have a good idea that because of this wicking candle, we could continue to get momentum. RCII, it's having a pullback now. It has 12 as a double bottom, basically a triple bottom, but it still hasn't broke the high that I want it to. I'm just going to stay away from it. Looking back at the SPY, we have a huge wicking candle in the previous candle. Now it looks like we're getting momentum. If we can push through this EMA, if we can push through this VWAP, I mean, possibly we could continue to go up and maybe make a new high a day. I'm looking still at Amazon, just seeing how that's doing. And I see it does have a double top at the two previous candles, which means, hey, this could continue. Now, if I can get Netflix right, there we go. Netflix, beautiful momentum up. We can see that there is a cup forming with the two candles. Now, as we see, we do have a pullback right here in TVIX, because if we look at the bottom, the SPY, it's basically, it just mirrors itself. If the SPY is going down, TVIX is going up. If the SPY is going up, TVIX is going down. So again, it's like a crystal ball. Looking back at the SPY, getting a bigger picture right here, we do have a huge pullback occurring. I'm taking a look at the daily candles just to see, hey, where is the high of yesterday, and I can already see of today. Now, we do have a pullback. We just made a new low within the SPY, but it didn't break it with a lot of force. This could be a false break, and I think in my head, this could be a false break. I have a good feeling that TVIX is going to continue to go down, but again, keeping a very big eye on the SPY. Okay, so now we have possible cup forming right here in TVIX. I'm going to put 100 shares within my montage. If this breaks, I want my average to be a little higher, but I'm not trying to go in a great deal. The SPY is starting to hurt a little bit, so I'm trying just to minimize my risk. All right, we're coming up in TVIX. The high right now is 58.20. Yep, 58.20. So if we break this, which is more than likely we will, we have a cup and handle right here. A beautiful cup and handle. Basically textbook. I have a feeling it's going to break through, and if it does, hey, I'm going to short another 100 shares. I'm not afraid to do that. It's going to take a lot to get me out of this trade. So we just broke a high. I'm going to add 100 once we get to the top of this candle. All right, I just added 100 more shares. I have 350 shares. My average is 57.82. I just upped my average by about 22 cents, which is good, especially since I only add 100 shares. So I'm definitely feeling confident in this one trade. We do also have a double top with these two candles. So that's just very nice to see as well. We had the resistance line that we pushed into, and then the bulls started to back off. Because if we look at the SPY at the bottom, I mean, this thing is spiking like crazy. We had that bottom form. Now, one thing I keep in mind, yeah, TVIX is going down greatly. Could I get out with a small amount of profit and just, eliminate any risk that I may have? Of course I could, but I'm not going to. And more than likely, there's going to be a pullback in the SPY. I mean, it's spiking up huge if we look at that candle at the bottom. But again, I'm not going to get out because I have a feeling I have a lot more money that I can gain, and I don't want to leave money on the table. Now, if this trade does go against me, if we look at how the low right now, about $1.30. $1.30. If it crosses over $1.30, I'll just get out of the trade completely. And then I'll lose probably about $400. But that's fine. That's the risk that I knew I had. And, I'm going to hold to that. I could get out again, take a small loss, but that's not what I'm going to do. All right, so we just pushed through. We're breaking through. I want to see how this reacts when it gets closer to the VWAP. Now, I want to start taking profits when we get a little bit lower. The SPY, it's starting, I mean, it has broken new lows, which kind of worries me a little bit. I'm taking a look at it, and I see the high here. Now, the huge picture of this is we have a cup forming right now. which it's a good thing. Now we are about $110 in profit, $103. Now we do have a bull flag that's forming, which is always a good thing, but I wanted to break over this high. When we were looking at Amazon, when we were looking at Google, we saw that those were going up, and the SPY and those stocks influence each other, basically. The SPY is composed of the 500 largest companies in the US, so that's why I took a look at those specific stocks. Now we're coming down to the VWAP. We are about $135 in profit. I want to see how this reacts when it comes to the VWAP. Now, once we get to a point that I like, I'm actually going to take a partial on it. I set to 150 shares right now to take a partial. Again, just watching it very close. All right, we're breaking through the VWAP right now. This is always a good thing. We're breaking down. We're coming down with a lot of force. We see all these selling orders. Now, we have about a 5 to 6 cent spread on these. I always like my spread to close before I get out of the trade. So we're coming down beautifully, beautifully. Just taking a look at it. Okay, I just took a horrible partial. It just spiked up on me. I took a partial at 57.41. That was just hideous. Look at this wicking candle that we have right now. I shouldn't have taken my partial so quick. I should have paid more attention to the momentum, and that's my fault. But I still have 200 shares in this. I'm going to be a little more patient and just let this come down a little bit for me in my favor. Now, total P&L, we have about $175, $180, which is good. We were risking, when it was up there at the highs, we were down about $120, $110. And again, if it would have broke that high at that double candle, then we would have just added to the position. And if we actually look at the bottom of the SPY, we have that cup that's formed, and it's actually breaking through right now. Now with that breakthrough, I'm waiting it to come down to the $57 whole number in TVIX. Now, I'm very confident that the SPY is going to continue up just based off of it's been suffering a lot lately. A lot of the stocks within the 500 companies are going up. They're in the green. Now, as we can see, we have the SPY that's spiking up right now. TVIX in return is coming down. Hopefully, it breaks $57 whole number, but it could turn into a support line. We'll just have to watch it very close. I still have 200 shares within my montage. Now we're coming down to the whole dollar. Just keep a very close eye on it, just because it could come down, it could break the whole dollar, and it could immediately come back up, which would be a false break. And you always want to make sure that you're watching these false breaks, because this is going to give you an indicator of, hey, should I take a partial? Should I get out of the trade? Should I add to the trade? Now we're coming down. We have a bid at 57. Okay, we just broke the wall. That was a very quick break, actually. We're coming down. We have 94 on the ask. 93, and I just took the rest of my shares. I'm out of the trade with a good profit, a little over $200. I can't complain. Thank you all so much for checking out my live trading video. I took my partial a little early, and that's definitely my fault, but I just wanted to lock in those profits. The market and, you know, of course the SPY and really a lot of stocks just been iffy lately, especially with the holidays. The volatility is going to be very low. Like I said, I was looking at RCII, Rent-A-Center. It just didn't move the way I wanted, but it was one of the stocks that had the volume I look after. Other than that, there really weren't a lot of choices, and I just kind of had to look through the market a little bit. That's why I wasn't able to trade as early as I liked to. Again, you just want to be very patient in the market. That's truly the biggest thing, is being patient. You don't have to take trades immediately out of the gates. You can let the patterns form, and really just whatever technique works for you, that's the way that you want to do it. Again, I truly do appreciate all the support from everybody. It really doesn't mean the world to me. I'm happy that I can make these videos for everyone, and you know, I plan to keep on doing it. I do have other things coming to the channel as well, new content. Some people I want to bring on to interview, and I think that's really going to be fun and interesting to watch. Also, I do have a small account challenge that I'll be starting beginning of next year. Now, I've gone with a few different brokers. If you saw my live stream, I did have SureTrader up, and that's primarily going to be the one. I got with TradeNet, and I asked them, sell me a package, and they just won't do it, and I'm not quite sure why that is. So, you know, that's fine, whatever. So if it comes down to it, I will be trading with SureTrader, and this is going to be a big challenge for me. I mean, the fees and the commissions are very high. They truly are. You know, I have the $500 times the 6, which would be $3,000 to trade with. But every month I have the platform fee of over $100. And that's a lot. I mean, that's 20% of my account right there as it is. So it's going to be a very difficult challenge, but I truly am really looking forward to it. I know a lot of people don't have the margin, you know, like the large amount of margin to trade with, and they're limited to the penny stocks, which is completely fine. I have nothing against penny stocks. That's how I started. I started as a momentum trader. So, you know, I may have to trade up my style a little bit because I can't really average when I have a small amount of margin and buying power available to me. So it will be fun to watch. And always, I truly appreciate the support. I truly do. As always, this is Jonathan with Lone Wolf Day Trading, and stay green.